want to take you on a little trip. Actually, we want to take ourselves on a little trip down memory lane here. Back to where we went to school, Pratt Institute.
We're gonna go relive some memories of some crazy stuff we did back in the day.
Okay.
So we have the Pratt Library behind us. It's a famous building, as a great film was filmed here.
Legendary.
And that's called Debbie Does Dallas.
It's one of those rumors that floats around the campus right when you start out.
Yeah.
Like, that couldn't be true.
And then you watch it and you're like, that's true.
It has these see-through glass floors, which are very cool, but also very recognizable.
I will say the scene that takes place in here where like the librarian's spanking the girl, it's a good scene. Another interesting thing about the Pratt Library is they accused me of not returning a book. It was about Civil War history. And I wasn't allowed to graduate unless I paid for the book. But out of principle, I'm not gonna pay for the book. I already spent a ton on tuition and I didn't take out the book. And so I didn't graduate.
If there's anything Kim sticks to, it's her principles. For better or for worse, maybe should have paid the $50 to have a college diploma, but...
Okay, let's keep going. Pratt was not this nice when we went here. Like, there was blue scaffolding and construction everywhere. But if you do have a chance to come walk the campus, there's so many awesome sculptures that weren't here when we went here that I think our tuition paid for. So come use it.
Kim, I'm really scared to walk in this grass in these white shoes. I have basically no elements of white clothing because I'm far too irresponsible. I'm a particular fan of this sculpture over here. It's elegant, it's beautiful, gorgeous.
$100,000.
With this one, I really like Kim. How much is this, you think, going for?
I think this one's like about 10,000.
Okay, I don't like to admit this part because it's too damn coupley. But it's part of our history.
Yeah, the first night that Matt and I ever really hung out, we were dropping a friend's car off at Pratt and we were walking through campus and the sprinklers went off. So we decided to run through the sprinklers together. Something like that.
So every year they rake up all the leaves on the campus and they fill it in trash bags and they throw it right here at the base of this building. And a couple friends and I decided we could start jumping from the low point of this building into these trash bags. But then we kept egging each other on until we made it to the very top peak.
Made it to the tip? Just the tip?
Made it all the way to the tip. But the thing is, there could have been stumps in there. There could have been a fire hydrant in there. Like, it was just completely idiotic.
All right, man.
Ready?
Yeah. You all right, man?
What?
You fine?
Okay, and I'd also like to point out that this is not the dumbest thing you've done on campus. We're in the printmaking section, and Matt used to come and leave me notes.
Kim loves notes, by the way.
Just love that smell.
Loves the smells of fumes that are probably busting brain cells. Be cool if you put your butt against it.
What's behind us used to be a bench that I would always hang out at because I would be in the silkscreen studio or printmaking and I would come out here to take breaks. And one day I was sitting on this bench with a friend and Matt walked past and I said to her, "See that dude? I'm gonna f the shit out of him." And I did. I can't even believe it happened.
Oh man.
It totally happened.
Oh! Lower curve than I thought. So I know you hollered at me from that bench.
Yeah.
What about any other guys?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It wasn't just me?
No.
So like it was more of a numbers game? It's not like, oh wow, I said this thing about this one guy. You know, it happened, we got together. No, you just said that about tons of guys. You're like swiping right on life's men.
I mean, it's like a prime spot. Like this street right here is where everyone walks through on campus. So you kind of get to see the lay of the land. And then what I'm gonna lay.
The lay of the freshman boys coming in.
You weren't a freshman, maybe. I do think I first saw you when you were a freshman, but I was dating someone at the time, but I definitely did a
Really concentrate on swinging my arm.
How do you do it with old people watches?
Do what?
Say 420, bro. Cause like, that could be 420.
For some reason we decided at one point it would be a competition to whoever would say 420 bro to the other one at 420 every day first.
420, bro.
But see, it was a lot looser back in the day. It could have been 422, it could have been 418. 420 bro. So this behind me was my dorm building my sophomore year. There was a moment where I ended up on academic probation. There was a second room attached to my room. You went through the front door and then there was like a room for just a single bed in a room. That person got kicked out of school. And then we realized that the door was unlocked, so the band I was in decided we were gonna start practicing in his room. Which is completely ridiculous because you could hear it in the entire building. We brought all our stuff in there. We'd been practicing for a while and then we had a show that night. We came back and the door was locked to that room. All right. We had this show. We were really psyched for it. We tried to like pick the lock. We couldn't figure it out. I was on the 7th floor and my window was on the flat side of the building and then the window to the single room kind of came out a little. And we realized that if I could get the window open on the other side, I might be able to go out that window and into the window over there. So I got a shovel, we wedged it open like this far. We tied a rope around me and we put it around the refrigerator and we had someone hold one end of the rope. I got on the windowsill and I just reached and threw my fingertips into the windowsill and I hung on and I pulled myself in, pulled the thing up, got the stuff out. And then they came the next day to sort of reprimand us for using that room, but they noticed all of our stuff was out of it. The reaction is, I don't know what rules you broke doing that, but I'm sure you broke some rules.
So dumb. Thanks, guys.
That's all I remember about Pratt. Do you remember anything else?
I mean, I remember some things I really can't talk about, but for now, I think we got all the good stories out there.
All right. Well, there's only one thing left to do. Shake that ass.
Shake that ass, girl.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.